Yes, sir. Well, I'd start off with this again. Be excited about the opportunity, obviously to go up and got another big game for us this week. I thought Louisiana Monroe, tipping my hat to them and Matt and his staff and everything that they were able to do. Certainly thought that his team played extremely hard, played extremely well, played with a lot of confidence, and it's really difficult that someone has to lose that game the other night. So I certainly thought they played well enough to win. Very proud of our players, though, for really showing a lot of resiliency down 2 scores early. Never thought our players flinched or backed up in any type of way. They maintained their composure and continued to play hard and believed in the plan that we had set forth, and were able to go out and find a way to get a good win, good conference win against a team that played really well that day. And looking forward, we go up now to Western Michigan. Obviously, Coach Fleck and his staff have done an unbelievable job there over the last couple of years. Had 2 big wins over Power 5 opponents in the last 3 weeks, and and a good football team. And I'm sure a football team that's had us circled ever since their game with us last year. And we know what a challenge it'll be and what a good job they do, and we're looking forward to getting our opportunity against one of the better teams in college football and go play with them this weekend.
Thank you, Coach. As a reminder to our members of the media, there's a *1 to ask questions. Coach, just looking back a little bit, obviously you're heading into Week 4, 2-0 in the Sun Belt. Obviously have to feel good going forward and building some confidence in your team here.
Yeah, I really think we're in a good place. And again, we're sitting here, like you said, we're at 3-0 overall, 2-0 in conference, and again playing all 3 phases already. We've had one game early on in the season where I thought that we played really well and obviously had a bigger lead. Then we turn around, Week 2 and play a really talented and really well coached South Alabama team coming off of Mississippi State win on the road, and find a way to really get through that game and find a way to win. Even though we kind of had the lead for the majority of it, being able to hold on to it and then, really turn around last week and being down 2 scores early, having to come back, being down at halftime, having to continue to believe in what we were doing and stay with it and then finding a way to win even all the way to the last play of the game. And, and that's what it's about. That's when it gets fun, and obviously we've been tested and looking forward to, again, moving to the future and continuing to build off what we've got.
Hey, Coach, our next questions come from Justin Baxley with the Macon Telegraph. Please go ahead, Justin.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Morning, Justin.
First question, you kind of touched on a little bit. What's it mean for you to get a win in a tough game where you're back and forth versus first couple of weeks you really didn't face as much adversity? What was that like?
Well, I think that it's certainly a positive sign for our football team, the resiliency we have, and what we're trying to get done. The awesome thing the other night, really, for our team and for our players, outside of just the win, is that we spend so much time doing situational football at our practices. The amount of time we've worked at 1-minute situations, 4-minute situations, the amount of time that we've worked that exact thing on a block, and to get that win and go over it the way that we have, and to see it kind of come out and play out to fruition is an awesome thing for our players, continuing to believe in the plan that we've got. What we can't let them do is get down in dumps and act like that, that we lost or we're being negative or we're terrible. And that's how they walk around and feel here. And so I've got to do a good job of getting them back in a positive mindset of where we're at, and got to be ready to play with a lot of confidence as we travel to Kalamazoo this weekend.
What are some things you tell your guys when you're in a situation like that, where especially coming off 2 weeks where like I said, you dominated?
Well, I think that, it comes back to us for our players, is that they need to understand that, again, that they're, when they've done their preparation the way they needed to during the week, and we've prepared the way that we have, been through situations that we have, and been through all of these things from a communication standpoint, that they don't flinch, that they don't sit there and turn on each other. Because as soon as, adversity strikes, that's where usually you sit there and you see people not do a very good job of being able to maintain their composure. And so when those things happen, what I like is that our players continue to believe in the plan, continue to go about it. Our coaches did not get in any way, shape, or form kind of a panic. We knew how we needed to manage the game to give ourselves a chance to be successful, and everybody was able to execute that, both players and coaches.
And last question, how important is that going into your next matchup? What does that mean for you going into Western Michigan?
My answer would be similar to what I just said. Is it a different question than the one a second ago?
Yeah, just what does it mean coming off 3 wins heading into Western Michigan, and kind of like you said earlier, facing 3 very different games that you've had so far this season?
Well, I think it gives us confidence to go in and feel like we can win in all 3 different in 3 different ways. And like I said, I think it shows that the preparation that's been done is there. Certainly, I feel like we ought to be able to go into this game, knowing that we're playing a very good football team with a good group of players and a good staff. It is a long trip, which sometimes can make you a little bit nervous, but again, I think it gives us the preparation that we need to have some of these bullets when they're live and in game situations, not just at practice. But this group that we've got is a group. We have a lot of seniors and we have a lot of guys that have won a lot of football games. We need to they know, they get it, and so they've been in these situations before, and we'll continue to have a lot of confidence as we move forward in it.